Hello, welcome to Everybody's Business. My name is Will Boland, and I'm honored to have the Executive Director of Hands On Global with me today, Valerie Hellerman. Welcome, Valerie.
Thanks, Will.
Valerie has been very busy as usual, and we've had programs on Hands On Global before. She'll talk a little bit about that, but she has a new project that's broken off of that just not even a year ago, probably.
2 years ago.
No, it's been 2 years ago, and it's called HART, the Helena Area Refugee Resettlement Team, HARRT. And that's mainly what we're going to talk about, the new project from Hands On Global. So Valerie, I know you have an office center in town. You can talk about that, but while you do that, maybe you can tell how the idea even started in the first place.
Okay, so HART started out as the Helena Afghan Refugee Resettlement Team, recently renamed All Refugee Area Refugee Resettlement Team. So back 2.5 years ago, when Kabul in Afghanistan fell, and there were so many Afghan refugees needing to immediately leave Afghanistan, we held a community meeting to ask if we had the capacity to welcome these refugees in Helena, and we did. We had about 45 people show up, and there was a most positive response. So we aligned with the International Rescue Committee in Missoula, who is the Montana Refugee Resettlement Agency. So we started working with them, and we brought in Afghan families. We have brought in a total of 11 Afghan families. 4 of them remain here in Helena today. Others had family reunification in other areas of the country. And it's been really wonderful and really successful. And the community has been incredibly open. We've had a member of the community offered free housing for 3 months for many of our families when they first came, to let them settle down. I mean, the Afghans were coming from an emergent situation that was very violent. So they came out, they were a little frazzled when they came. So this community member allowed them to just come and chill for a couple of months. Now they all have jobs, and they're contributing members of our community, and they have brought so much into our lives.
To the point where you have a central office in Helena now.
Yes. We have what we call the HART Center, which is behind Walmart in that little strip mall, 2712 Billings Avenue. And it's a place that we are able to assist refugees and immigrants in getting benefits and assist with filling out applications, job interviews. We do projects with the children there. In fact, we're starting a program in September for ESL with music and art for those children. The children learn English really, really quick. The adults, it's a little slower, but they all are working on English as a second language and doing fairly well.
Is it kind of a drop-in center there then? Would you encourage that, or it's more business?
We want it to be a drop-in center. We have a volunteer office manager who's there a couple of days a week. Our hours are fluctuating because as new families arrive, there are certain obligations we have in the first 90 days to get them acclimated to Helena and to the U.S. So I would advise you to call.
The hours are uncertain.
Yeah. Definitely somebody's there on Tuesdays and Wednesdays from 10 to 2. Other times we're there, and you could just drop in, but probably better to call. And of course, I don't have the phone number to give you, but we're there.
Have the address.
Yeah, I have the address.
So we've done programs on Hands On Global, and that was always about your overseas work, which was certainly the focus of that organization. Now with HART, you've changed the focus to bringing those very same people, some of them you worked with overseas, here to Helena to resettle. Is that becoming a large part of a shift then in Hands On Global?
So Hands On Global originally started as a medical team going into refugee camps and conflict areas, and we still have the Hands On Global international teams are still quite active. We've been recently to Turkey and Ukraine. HEART is a project of Hands On Global, and we started it when the Afghans came to have a nonprofit to bring those people in. And we've decided to keep it because for those of us who've worked in the field, it often had felt very hopeless dealing particularly with refugees, and to actually be able to bring them here and resettle them is like huge. It's just, we all feel so good about it. I want to say though, it's not the people we worked with in the camps, but these people are mostly coming from interim refugee camps, or our Congolese family who just arrived last Tuesday. They were in a refugee camp for many years. These are people who have to go to a refugee camp to ask for asylum. Then they are vetted by the International Office of Migration, the State Department, the Homeland Security, and the CIA.
Wow.
So it takes many years for, like, the family that just arrived applied for asylum in 2006, and now it's 2024, and they just got approved and were able to come. The Afghans, it was a little different. They were able to come immediately under a special designation by the State Department. But in general, people have to be in a refugee camp in a third country, an interim country, before they come here to the US. So it's not people I know, and then, I know so many refugees that I would love to bring here, but we're happy with those who have come.
So there's a different meaning associated with that, working overseas as to working here. It must provide you with a different sense of satisfaction when a refugee finds a home and safe in America.
One of our beliefs at Hands On Global is that every human being has the right to safety and the right to, have a life that they choose. And in a refugee camp, people languish for many years. According to the UNHCR, a person's average length of stay in a refugee camp is 24 years. It's a lifetime. So when they're able to come here, it's so rewarding. It is so rewarding. And it's not easy to come to the United States and live. It's very difficult. We have a set kind of work week that's different in many countries. The cultures are very different. People really, it takes time to acclimate. And many of them, the hardships are on the adults. They do this for the benefit of their children, so their children can be educated and live a free and safe life. And they come here and they do feel safe, and they do feel welcomed in our community. And I do want to say, if you see some of the Afghan women, some of them wear headscarves. Nobody is in, purdah or anything like that, or hijabs. Or if you see some of our Congolese community, please say hello. They really are looking for friendships and welcoming in our community.
So Helena's response has been good.
Helena's response has been amazing. It makes me teary-eyed that we've had such positive response. People have donated furniture and food. We have volunteers who surround the families, who help them to navigate medical care, to navigate benefits. I just want to say a little bit about when a family comes here, just because there's a lot of misconceptions that the U.S. takes care of them. Sort of, but not really. When they come, each member of the family is allotted a one-time amount of $1,175. That's all they get. So they come here. Out of that money, they have to have money to pay for security deposit and rent and food and utilities. It goes like that. They don't have vehicles. They have to get a job, which they are all very willing to work. But it takes time. They have to learn the language. So, you want a job, but you don't have the language. So you need to take some time to get language. And then you have a job, and then you save for a vehicle and whatnot. It's just very hard to come here. And they are able to have Medicare or Medicaid for, I think it's 2 years. They get Medicaid, so that's good. They do get some TANF benefits, but for a short time. As soon as they start working, those benefits go away. So I just want people to realize how difficult that might be for anybody, and how even if you don't have a language, how much more difficult it is.
You mentioned that there's a lot of agencies that you have to contact to try to make this process work, and I know that in the current election cycle, immigration, besides economy, is maybe nationwide the second biggest issue that people are concerned about, mostly coming from the southern border. Do you interface with those people crossing in the south, or is your job completely different? Because I know there's many groups that are doing your work, like I think isn't the International Rescue Committee operating in Missoula? Do you work with them?
So we were working for the last 2 years. We were working with the International Rescue Committee's chapter in Missoula. Most recently, our new families, the Congolese family who've just come, we are now working directly with the International Rescue Committee headquarters in New York and the State Department. So that makes it easier to work directly with them, and we've been trained by them, we've been vetted by them. I'll tell you, the vetting is crazy, but we're done, we're good. And yeah, so what else did you ask? I'm sorry.
Well, I'm just thinking that there could be some pushback from a lot of people because of the immigration issue, and if you're involved in the southern border, and how does your mission differ from that, and do you still find some pushback from local citizens and or government agencies? It's just such a contentious issue these days.
So the IRC they work directly with the State Department and the International Office of Migration. And I don't actually know how they choose who gets to come. There's a long list of people applying for asylum. They go down a list, their number comes up, and they come through the IRC. So the IRC then calls us and says, we have this family from wherever, mostly it's been from Afghanistan and most recently from the Congo, and we agreed to take them. I have been told by the IRC recently that the most needy groups right now are Afghanistan and Venezuelans. So we are not taking anybody from the southern border directly. We are only working through the IRC, which is working with the State Department. These are all people who have been approved for asylum. They are on a path to citizenship. They will get their green cards within a year. So it's a little different than what's going on at the border, although I'm sure some Venezuelans are coming through the border, but again, they will have had to be approved by all these agencies before they come to us to be resettled. And so right now, our group has not worked with any Venezuelans, although they're on the list of people waiting to come.
It's remarkable how complicated it is, just listening to you, and it strikes me when you deal with this issue that despair, there's so many refugees in the world, and it seems to be more all the time. There's that old saying that something like activity is the antidote to despair. Do you find that to be true? I mean, otherwise you would be overwhelmed by what you're doing, but you take some encouragement by just being active in the issue, because I don't think it would be easy for a lot of people to even be engaged in this.
No, I mean, it is really difficult, and the way we deal with it is we help the person that is presented in front of us, and I mean, it is really difficult because there are, I think the UNHCR's latest number was 102 million refugees in the world. Clearly, we can't help them all. And that doesn't even, they're not even counting Gaza and the latest breakdown in Venezuela and wherever else. But it is difficult. We try to help the person in front of us. And just for instance, this family that has just come from the Congo, and I see they're in the audience, so I will be introducing you to them very soon.
Okay.
So, but they came. We were told that they had a family member in Missoula who'd come 4 or 5 years ago, but Missoula didn't have the capacity, so the IRC asked us if we would take them. If we did not agree to take them, they would then go back onto the list, and it might have been another 2 to 5 years in a refugee camp waiting. And also they have a 17-year-old son who, once he turns 18, becomes a separate case. And then he's a single male applying for asylum, and that is unlikely that he would ever get here. So it's very complicated. And we just we work with the person in front of us.
And that person, if I get this right, you said that you had 11 Afghan families, I believe, that you've helped come here. And now there's the first Congolese family. So how did that switch happen? Does IRC call you and have a list, or just have one person you have to deal, or family you deal with them? Because in a world of refugees, how do you decide who to help?
Yeah, we don't really have a choice. Our choice is whether to accept the family or not. So, as I said, we had worked with Missoula IRC. Now we're working directly with the main headquarters. And so they contacted us that Missoula didn't have capacity for this group. And did we want to take them? And we met, our core group met and decided that yes, we did want them. And as soon as they arrived, in fact, the very next day after they arrived, the IRC mentioned, there's an Afghan family that do you want to take? And we said yes, because we really are happy with our Afghan families and really want to build an Afghan community so that they'll stay. Because they're so beneficial to our community and their culture. And so the same with the Congolese family. This is our first Congolese family. We've let the IRC know that we are interested in resettling Congolese and Afghan, but they might call us next week and say they have a Venezuelan family or a Syrian family that needs resettling. And then we get to decide if we have the capacity to take them or not.
Maybe one more question before we have them up.
Okay.
You said the word beneficial. This is an interesting thing, and I think it'd be helpful for people to understand from your perspective how it is beneficial to the community culturally, economically, the bringing people from another world here into a very northerly state in America. What do you see as the benefits?
Well, so I think that now we live in a global community, a global economy, and we have so little understanding in Helena of people from other countries. And so having other cultures come and share their culture with us is, to me, very exciting and interesting. And also, the jobs that these folks have taken are jobs that many of us maybe wouldn't take. So they're helping us in our service industry. We have some of the Afghan women are doing childcare, and they're so wonderful. I mean, they're just wonderful doing this childcare. And we have another Afghan gentleman working in the hospital. And I mean, they're helping our economy. They're filling jobs that are empty. And so that's beneficial. And I don't know, I just feel like as a community, we're enjoying their food. We're enjoying sharing culture with them. And I think it's a benefit to us.
Good.
So our Congolese family has just arrived, and I haven't gotten to figure out if they can dance or drum, which I'm hoping,
Or cook.
or cook, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, very good. Do you want to have them up?
Yeah, thanks, Will. Thanks for all the questions. And we're going to pause for a minute, and I'm going to bring Wakaboro and Semien up to introduce themselves.
Okay, that sounds good.
All right. So I am very happy to introduce you to our new friend, his name is Wakaboro, and his son, Semani. I'm learning this language.
Yes.
You all speak Swahili
Yes, I'm speaking Swahili
and a little French
and a little French.
and a little English.
Yes, and a little English.
Oh. So our family has just arrived, 5 days ago?
Yes.
5 days in America.
Yes, 5 days in America.
Wow.
Where did you come from?
Oh, I'm come from in Tanzania.
But you're from the Congo.
Yeah, that is my nature village. I'm from Congo.
When did you leave the Congo and go to Tanzania?
From Congo in Tanzania, it's in 1999.
1999.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay. And you went to a Tanzanian refugee camp?
Yes.
Okay. And tell me about your family.
Oh, my family, I have 10 people, 7 children,
Oh, good papa.
my wife, and my mom.
Okay.
Yes.
So tell me, this is your first son?
Yes, this one is my first son.
The
And
oldest
My
boy.
first son
Hmm.
is calling Selemani Lomba.
Semani Ramba.
Yes.
And your second child?
Yeah. Number 2 is Josephine Lomba.
How old is Josephine?
I think now is, 15.
15.
Yes.
Okay. And then your third child?
The third child is Samueli Lomba.
Somali.
Yes.
Your fourth child?
The fourth child is Janeti Lomba.
And your fifth child?
Sumaidi Lomba.
And your sixth child?
Sami Lomba.
And seventh? I know the seventh, Antoinette. Antonelle?
Antoinette.
Antoinette.
Antoinette Lomba. Yes.
Okay. And so, are you happy to be here?
Oh, I'm very great to hear this place. I'm very happy. You know, there our village to be here. It's not easy. To be in America, it's not easy. Yes, I'm very happy. Very, very, very happy to be here.
And we're happy to have you.
Yes, thank
Yeah.
you so much.
And Sumani,
Yeah,
what do you think? America,
it's fun.
it's fun.
Yeah.
What have you done so far that's fun?
What?
What did you do in America now that's fun?
Now I think I will study.
You'll study.
Yeah.
What do you want to study?
I study the medicine.
Oh, you want to be a doctor?
Yeah.
That is possible in America.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what do you want to do in America? What kind of job?
Oh, if you got a brace, I need any job here. I wanna do it.
Any job you want to
Any
do
job,
it.
Yes, I'm very strong here. I wanna do.
You're strong?
If they show me any job, I wanna do it.
Oh, good.
Yes.
And where have you learned your English?
Yes.
Did
First of all, I wanna learn English.
first you want to learn English? You're-
It's good English, better than I expected. You speak well.
Oh yes. And if I learn, I will speak well like you.
Just like that. Won't be long. Won't be long.
Yes.
So just this week, I think you arrived on Tuesday, and on Friday,
Okay.
we came and we got bicycles from our friend Jeff here.
Yes.
And all of the children have bicycles.
That is.
And so now you're biking around town.
Yes, in that area.
Yeah, all right, around Centennial Park. Uh-huh.
Yes.
So you're living down by Centennial Park in that
Yes.
area. Oh, good. I'll look for you.
Yes. come.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
There's probably footballs there, right? Is your
Yeah.
son study football?
Yes, I
Yeah.
play.
You played.
Yes.
Yeah, you're very long. I can see you, good football player.
Yeah, so hey, local soccer teams, we've got some soccer experts
Yeah.
here, not only Summony, but some of the other kids
It's-
are pretty adept at
It'll work
football.
out well, yes. I see that.
Yeah.
Ah,
So, Wakaboro, what
Yes.
is your dream?
okay, my dream is my dream is to every child, everyone who is my family, is to be the first of all is to be an America. Yeah, and
A citizen?
to be America.
To be
American,
an
yeah.
American.
Yeah,
American
okay.
citizen.
Yes, and we want to learn. If you want to learn, and we make the job the big one, I think. And also, if you gotta bless, we will do everything. And you will wash me, we can do.
Yeah.
I think everything is be okay.
In America, we have possibilities to learn. We
Yes.
have good education, and you will find a good job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I really
Okay.
appreciate.
Mhm. And Simeon, you want to be a doctor?
Yeah.
And are you excited about starting school here?
Yes, I will study.
Are you a little nervous?
Yeah, I'm a little speaking.
Well, because of your English.
Why?
So are you a little worried about going to school in America?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Not worried yet. No, I
Yes.
think it'll be great.
And school starts soon, I think.
Yeah. School starts soon. We don't know what high school he's going to yet.
Yeah.
We have to talk with the school district, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good high schools, good
Good.
schools here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll have fun. It'll be fun there at school.
Yeah.
so have you ever seen snow?
Not yet.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Not yet.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Have you ever been really cold?
Interesting.
Yeah. So we have winter in Montana. We have beautiful snow.
Oh.
It looks very nice, but it is cold. And you never go out without a hat or gloves or boots,
Oh.
which we'll get for you.
Yeah.
I think we don't have all the other things to that.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I think
So in Tanzania, in a refugee camp, did you live in a house or a tent?
huh?
In Tanzania,
Yes,
in the camp,
yes.
what did you live in? Was it a tent or was it a building?
Yeah, when we came in Tanzania, the first of all, we gave us some tent.
Mm-hmm.
And when we live much years, to 1 year, 2 years, so we build us our house ourselves. We build our house ourselves. Yeah.
And I heard your wife say she had to walk every day for water, to get water.
Yes.
How long did she have to walk to get water? Like
to get water.
yeah, long distance to get water?
It's not so far. It's not so far.
Okay,
But it's now in the place there we live only.
okay.
Yeah, there we make some. There.
Like a pipe?
Yeah, like a pipe.
Oh, okay,
Then we pour the water, and they take it.
okay.
It's not so far.
So I know Mama Binti, who
Yes.
is your mother.
Yes.
When she first came, she didn't take her pill because she didn't know that the tap water, you could drink it.
She take it because we have many children.
Yeah.
She take it for him.
Oh, okay.
Right.
All right. Well,
The children were born in Tanzania.
Yes, all of them
all of
born
them.
in Tanzania.
So are they Tanzanian or Congolese? What nationality? Tanzanian?
This one,
If they're born in Tanzania?
all born in Tanzania, right?
Interesting.
all born in Tanzania.
Ah,
So, because I'm Congolese, from Congo,
then they will be.
and them also.
Yeah.
But some part also
Mhm.
can be Tanzania because he
Yes.
was born in Tanzania.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
understand.
Okay.
Yes.
Can one last question? Can I ask you why you left Congo?
Oh, if I left Congo, exactly, we have many. The first of all, there was many war.
A war.
Ghana, some people want to kill her, to kill my family. That's why
So for safety.
yes, I left it.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so last question. Do you feel safe in Helena?
See?
Do you feel safe
Here.
in Montana?
Yes, I feel safe.
It's a safe place.
I'm feeling happy to be in Helena. So very, very happy.
Oh,
And if I saw the people who can I say?
Embrace.
Yeah, who
Embrace.
embrace me.
Yeah.
I'm so very happy and so great to be here. God so bless you. I can't pay you, but God only who
Aw.
can pay you.
Well, we are happy to have you. We are
Yes.
very happy to have all of you, your whole family here.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Welcome to Helena.
All right.
Yes.
So, as you work with them,
Mm-hmm.
you're still in the business and there's other people coming. So, do you spend a week or a month focusing on the new family? Or is somebody coming? Because you had mentioned that they give you another name of what, Afghanis?
Another family coming.
So, what's
yes.
the future of Heart?
So, okay, so now Wakaboro's family has come. We are mandated by the IRC to spend 90 days
Okay.
case managing their family, but we all know that 90 days is not enough time for somebody to resettle and be independent. So we actually become friends for life.
So much. Thank you so much.
So we're always around to help, and we stay quite involved. Probably for the first 1.5 to 2 years, we're the people that you would call to, if you need help with job interviews, with medical stuff. You can always call one of us. We have case managers and then secondary case managers. And we found so far, we have so loved our families that we're friends. We stop by and have tea with each other. So we're here to help you and everyone in your family.
Thank you so much.
Excellent. All right. Well, we'll look more to meeting great people in the future as you continue your work.
Yes.
So this, a statement?
I was just going to say to the audience, if you see Wakaboro, Arsemini, and any of his family, because they all kind of look like you know, your children resemble you,
Yes.
please say hello and greet them. And the Kariboro, right, is hello, Kariboro. Yes?
Yes.
Am I saying it right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to say something.
Please.
Okay, I want to appreciate all the organization who do everything for the refugee to be in America, everywhere in the world. Since in Tanzania, there I am from. Yes. Yeah, there are, you have, I think there you have RCC, we have organization which was migration, we have OEM,
Oh, IOM,
yeah, OEM,
International
Yeah.
Office of Migration.
yes. How can I say, God bless all of them. Yes, they do better for us, the refugee, to be here. Many things, and we cannot, any refugee cannot pay for anyone. So God only. I said thanks.
Oh,
Yes.
yes, you are most welcome.
Yes.
Most
Your presence in our country, we are a
Yeah,
country.
yeah, I can forget. I can
Oh,
forget.
go ahead.
And the case faker here, you embrace us. Oh, God bless you.
Oh, thank you. Our country is a country of immigrants. That's who we are. And it is, I believe, to our benefit to continue welcoming new people to our country. It makes our country diverse, and this is what our country is, a country of immigrants. Am I right?
It is indeed. Yep.
Yes.
So you're just the new ones.
You're the brand new, brand new. We welcome our new Helena residents,
Yes.
Wakabora and Samani.
Yes.
Glad to have you and Helena. And we thank you, as they do, for all the work to make this happen. This is Valerie Hellerman. She is the Executive Director of Hands On Global. And we've been spending this last half hour talking about her new project called Helena Area Refugee Resettlement Program, or it's a resettlement team. The acronym is HEART. So thanks for tuning in. I'm Will Boland for Everybody's Business, and we'll see you next time.